So you want to start a business here in Edmonton, Alberta. This is my second year in business, and I'm going to tell you everything I learned and everything I know. First, I started a window washing business. Now, I started this business solely because I wanted to learn how a business works. And a window washing business has an extremely low overhead. It doesn't cost a lot to start it up. I'll break down how a business works. You can sell a product, a service, information, or entertainment. I'm selling in a service of window washing. Next, who's gonna buy my services? You see that? That's a poor person's house. Now what I found is most poor people, they don't buy the window washing services or they do it themselves. Now you see this? This is a rich person's house. Now these people know what their time's worth and that it has value. And people like this aren't gonna clean their own windows. They're gonna pay someone to do it. And because their house is so nice, they'll pay a professional to do it properly because they really value their glass and a good job. Now there are exceptions to the rules, but that's what I figured out in my first year. So what do we have? We have who we're gonna sell to and what product we're gonna sell. Next is what you need to start a business. Now, you need to understand when you start a business, you're not gonna have a clue what you're doing. You're out in the abyss. So here's a list of things that you're gonna need when you start a business. You're gonna need your WCB, a business bank account to keep all your expenses separate. You're gonna need insurance, that is business insurance and for your truck, and truck payments and tools and equipment. And you kind of at the beginning just throw effort and you kind of just grab things along the way until eventually you have everything. But it's just a lot going on and sometimes you get overwhelmed. But this is a good list to start with and then you whittle them down. Tip of the day. So the tip of the day is for your bank accounts and your insurance company, you want to give them as much information as possible. I had to go back and forth about 5 times before I actually got it all figured out just because I gave them a lack of information. You know, how high the buildings are, how expensive the buildings are, commercial, residential, things like that. And it wasted a lot of time, and there were some times I'm pretty sure I wasn't even insured, but I didn't know because just the information wasn't correct. Next tip of the day. Important fact, you don't have as much money as you think. Remember that. Skills you'll need. There is no more 8-hour days. When there's time to make money, you go make money. You need to know this is gonna be hard. This is going to be bloody hard. You need to sell the job, you need to do the accounting, you need to market, you need to fix the equipment, and the list goes on and on and on. Things I found out that really helped me was building systems. For example, when I had a client, I would get as much information as possible. I'd get their name, their address, their phone number, and I'd write a description about them. I would do this so next year when I see them, I have some information and I can build a better relationship with them. You need to have a system for your accounting. Because if you lose track of that, you won't see where your profits are going, where the money's going out, and when it's tax time, you're gonna get dinged. And have a system for your sales pitch. Have a script. You read it out, you practice it, and then when you're out in the field, you can use that script to always go back to help you do the sales. But the number one most important skill you're going to need is to keep moving forward. Your first year is going to suck. You're going to learn a lot, but it's going to suck. But you've got to keep moving forward. You see this? You see these little baby steps? No matter how much it sucks, you take a leap or a baby step. But you keep moving forward. Fuck quitting, losers quit. You're gonna have days where you feel defeated, and you're gonna have days where you walk at home at 12 o'clock at night and you literally fall into bed. All that matters is you keep moving forward. I've had days where I've door knocked for 6 hours and made $0. And I've had days where I've made over $1,000. The only thing that matters is you keep going forward. Now I'm going to tell you all the tricks that I learned with running a business. First one is be likable. You know, if clients like you, they're going to refer you to other people and whatnot. And that's all part of the client relationship. The next one is Facebook groups. Man, are those things amazing. If you get a lady or a mother to post on a Facebook group that you did a good job, all the other moms get involved, which is high quality stuff. Reduce cost of living. You see this trailer? I lived in this trailer for 6 months, and that's my house. And I rented that out. And I did that to keep my costs down. So I had no cost for rent. I had no subscriptions, no distractions. I solely focused on work. I would shower in the community center. I would shit in Starbucks. I sacrificed a lot of comfort for success. And the last one is niche down. Because you only have so much time in a day, you have to pick what you're gonna do with that time. So I would work out, play soccer, make content, and wash windows. And that was basically the things that I would do because everything else, we didn't have enough time for. So those are the 4 things that I spend my time on. But the advantage is now that it's my 2nd year, I have a list of clients. I have people that trust me to do a job. I'm familiar, and it gives me a lot more power to move on to this 2nd year. I'm gonna experiment with Facebook ads and marketing tools. I don't have to set up any equipment. I have all my equipment already ready to go, which takes off a lot of weight. Bank accounts are set, insurance is set, everything is tuned in and ready to go. Another great benefit is you get to write off all your expenses. So you get to write off your truck, your insurance, all your tools, and that lowers the tax that you have to pay, which is a freaking awesome thing. The final bit of info I'm gonna give you is some life lessons, and that's also been backed up by studies. It takes about 3 to 5 times before people trust you. For example, I played around the world with a variety of teams, and it would take about 3 or 5 games before they would trust me and know what I was capable of, and after that, I would be very, very high on the leadership scoreboard. The same thing is with sales. It's gonna take 3 to 5 attempts before someone's gonna trust you to give you their service. And that's why it'll take 5 years before a business really takes off. So remember that. Never quit. Always ask again. Next year, ask again. Next year, ask again. There's not just one no. Things always change.